Anthony Hartwig here with tonight's winning coach, Nick Blanch, after Poland's 9-point win over Boardman. Coach, this is a game where both teams kind of undermanned, is trying to get through this week. What did it take to get this win over Boardman?
Mental toughness, because we've been off a few days with the sickness going around, stomach flu, not just COVID, stomach flu. We're a mess just like everybody else. It's not just Poland, and it's a little bit short. The rotations are different. So we just had to kind of suck it up, kick it into another gear as best we could, and definitely not use excuses, because everybody's got excuses now. You know, they're down several girls as well, sickness, injuries, and teams are shutting down, they're canceling games. Right now, we just have to be grateful for any night we can get on the floor, and that mainly holds true for the 3 seniors we have. We want to play as many as we can, because these other kids may come back next year, those 3 don't. So this is it. So we have to do the best we can to get through each one of these nights and play to the best of our potential. And I really felt the girls did that as the night goes on. Like, I get it. They're tired. You know, we took some days off because the more we're around each other, the more things can spread. So, I mean, we're just letting kids stay home, stay in their corner, so to speak. We get together, practiced a couple times, and then came out and played tonight. So it's not the sharpest, but it's got to be good enough for right now. So it's a juggling act as coaches right now. You know, what do we do to stay as sharp as we can, but not blow up the whole team with a positive case or something like that? So it's a very difficult situation for all coaches right now. And I'm just thankful my girls are working as hard as they can right now under the circumstances and being as mentally tough as they possibly can.
The offense wasn't world beaters tonight, but I tell you, big shots were big. Every time Boardman came close, you guys would have a different girl come up and hit a big shot, whether it be Abby Farber, Sarah Forsythe, Connie Cougars had a 7-0 run herself in the fourth quarter. What does it mean to, in a game like this where you said the rotation is so different, to have different girls step up at different points in the game?
That's what makes a team successful, in my opinion. It could be anybody, and I've said this to you 100 times. It could be anybody on any given night on this team. Everybody's got the green light as long as you're within your range, and it's a good shot. You know, I don't want you trying to force things to be the superstar. Just let it come naturally to you. You're going to have opportunities throughout the game, whether it's get a big rebound, get to the free throw line. You know, I don't think we were as aggressive as we were in the second half. Fouls were like 7-0, 8-0, and that wasn't bad officiating. That was poor offensive execution on our part. We weren't being very aggressive, you know. And then, you know, first half was pretty good for us getting to the free throw line, but I'm just, like I said, trying to decompress right now with everything going on. But overall, this team is special because it can be anybody at any given moment. I'm not surprised by any one of those kids, and there's still other kids out there that could hit a 3 at any given time. I mean, and one of the biggest ones is Morgan. You know, Morgan's very picky with her shots, you know, and she knows she's not going to be out there launching 10 of them. But if she's wide open, she'll bang them. She's a good shooter, and we could actually use her as a guard if we really wanted to. She's very fundamentally sound, works hard. I mean, basically, you have that throughout our lineup. Brooke Rowe, she's another one. You know, she'll bang shots. You got Farber, you got Cougars, you got Ariana, you got Ava Nicoludis, Mary Brandt, all those kids. So it's just a matter of being patient offensively, hitting the open person, and I'm never surprised when it goes in because I see it every day in practice.
Morgan did win the player of the game tonight, mainly because of her rebounding against this very physical Boardman team that probably had the rebounding edge first and second quarters, but especially in the second half. Morgan came in, really gave you guys some really solid rebounds. Talk about her game, double figures as well on offense with 10 points.
Well, you said it, physicality. It's a physical game. Morgan's our most physical player. I mean, she gets in there with the best of them, and she'll dominate. She's quick, she's tough, and she doesn't back down from anybody. And in the first half, we got out-rebounded because we got lazy. And like I said that to the girls too. Like, we were not going as hard as we could. We weren't boxing out. They were getting second and third opportunities, loose balls, they're getting on the floors for them, and we're just trying to lean over and tap it to us. You know, we got out hustled, and that's hard for me to say. But halftime, we talked about it, and to the girls' credit, they came out here, they stepped it up, and they started making the little plays. They're going to follow the leadership. Morgan led by example, other kids followed. We had more success as a team in the second half.
Before I let you go, one player I just want to make sure he gets light tonight because got the start for the first time this season. Ariana Daniels comes in, probably gets more minutes than normal, but she did a lot of stuff that does not show up on the stat sheet tonight for you guys. Talk about how proud you are of her stepping up in the absence of Mary Brandt and getting the start and putting in more minutes than maybe she gets in a normal game.
Love Ariana. Ariana just shuts her mouth, comes to work every day, does the best that she can, and always wants to learn and get better. She doesn't care about her minutes. Of course, every kid wants to be on the floor all the time, but she never pouts about it. And truthfully, she gets a good amount of minutes for us, but she could easily get more. She could easily fit into the starting rotation, but for right now, we found a niche with her coming off the bench, and she brings us up another level when she comes in. And she's okay with that because she's a team-first player, and she's not worried about her stats and her minutes. I mean, tonight she might have had, 4 points? But she did so many things defensively, rebounds, assists, slowing the game down when we needed those things done. Like you said, things that are not on the stat sheet, but she gets it. Her basketball IQ is one of the highest we have in the program. She's awesome, and honest to God, I'm grateful to have her here in Poland.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. Enjoy this kind of week off to kind of regather everybody, and we'll see you again next week.
Happy New Year, and as always, thank you for the coverage.